Let go takes space and time. I won't lie and say that my first week alone in Iceland was smooth sailing, but I can most definitely say it was an essential start to this journey. The first thing I noticed I had to do as I entered the airport was to get out of my shell, let go of the wall of self-doubt and shame. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I somewhat felt like a fraud calling myself an artist, when in reality I didn't create a thing in 6 months. Imposter syndrome or not, I was consumed by shame, hiding behind my 9-to-5 job. Thought that how could someone as insignificant as me deserves anybody's time, take any space at all. What do I have to offer in return? Therefore, how can anyone take me seriously as an artist? I felt the need to connect. I started a conversation with random people in the airport, on the plane, and when I landed in Keflavik. It was liberating, perhaps because they didn't know that I'm a failure. The first couple of days of the week were overwhelming in many ways. I had to let go of the time difference. I had to let go of my imprinted familiar daily schedule. I had low energy early in the evening and woke up early in the morning. It was clear that my body was confused, and so was my mind. I think what overwhelmed me the most at first was I took over my time again. Like in the lockdown days, but I wasn't locked inside a house. I am free to go where I want, when I want, and create what I want, how I want. On my second day, I took a walk by myself along the shore and stopped by a small beach. The mountains circling the fjord were still covered in white fluff. I listened to Sigur Rós, as one does in Iceland. I felt tears roll down my cheeks. How lucky and crazy the circumstances were in this situation. How small I am compared to these giants. I wasn't scared. I felt humble and silly to be ashamed of who I was. I was letting go. I'm part of something bigger than myself. I'm part of the mountains. I might be small, part, but so are the tiny birds that bounce around me. They don't think to themselves that they're any less of or more than any other creature, plant or rock. They simply are. They simply exist. Taking space is not an easy thing when you have none. No place for you to expand yourself and your mind. How will a flower open if it's shut in the dark box? I didn't even realize I was suffocating until I reached my tipping point. On this trip, my goal was to find my voice as an artist, as a creator, as a woman, and as a spiritual being. What intrigued me the most about this island, especially in this part, is the infinity of it. I don't have to belittle myself, belittle my existence to fit in. My aura can expand for miles around me. I felt the energy vibrate. I am free. After a few days of settling in with my new flatmates, which I am so thankful for, I realized how much time I have, but also how much I wanted to achieve in that amount of time. I panicked. I do have a month, but also, how much can I actually do in 1 month? I wanted to take it slow, but at the same time, I didn't want to waste it. So now comes the question, what can be named essential and what is pleasure? And when comes the time that pleasure is essential? How much can we as creatives produce until we are burnt out? How much taking in inspiration is too much and simply becomes procrastination? But then I came to the simple, in theory, conclusion. Just take time. Whatever you feel is right at that moment, do it. I wrote an affirmation one of those days. Time is fluid, and so I am. Nobody is chasing me. I don't have to run for my life. I'll leave it at that. Till next time.